Hi everyone, Alan from Newlands Nursery, and this is today's 5-minute Friday. Something you can do at home that's not going to take that long. And this time of year is a very, very popular time to start buying plug plants or starter plants. And this is an example. This is our ultimate mint collection. We've just done a video on it, about it. But what I wanted to do is show you how to pot these starter plants up, and there's a few tips that make it a lot easier to do. So you can see it's a nice, well-established starter plant or plug plant, and this one has the label that comes along with it, which is what we do with our plants. Okay, so it's a paper pot. That's the first thing to go over. I'll pick it back up, and if we zoom in here, this bit here doesn't need to be taken off. Okay, that is probably the most common question we get. It's very, very thin, it's paper, it's biodegradable, so it will just degrade and the plant will root through it with no problem at all. So you don't need to take that off. The plant will grow absolutely fine without it. Whether you're planting straight into a pot like this or whether you're going into the ground, that doesn't need to come off. Okay. So these are mint plants, so all they need is a multi-purpose compost. They don't need anything particularly special, and you'll find, I would have said, we must be looking at 95, 96, 97% of all plants are absolutely perfect in a good quality multi-purpose compost. And you'll probably know if you're buying specific plants, something that likes acidic soil and stuff like that, you'll probably know you're buying that, and then you'll know what compost it goes in. But if you're buying bedding plants, mint plants, herbs, stuff like that, a good multi-purpose is absolutely fine. So I've got my pot. This is a 9cm pot, which is perfect. So it's all 3.5 inch. So it's all perfect for this size plug plant, okay? And don't, when you're planting up your plug plants, if you're planting up individuals rather than going into a container or something like that, don't be tempted to go too big. In doing that, you make life a lot harder for yourself, and it's all to do with watering. The more compost you've got to care for, the harder it is to get the watering right. With something like this, this is absolutely perfect. It doesn't mean you can't pot it up later, but this is ideal to get the plant established. So I filled it with multi-purpose compost. I put the compost in and I tap it down. You've probably seen me do that before. That gets rid of any air gaps. So what it means is when we actually water it, it's not going to sink a huge amount, which is not what we want. And what we also don't want, if we zoom in here, we don't want the soil, the compost, to be right at this level. We want it just below the top of the pot. That almost makes a bit of a reservoir and makes it a lot easier for you to water into. So you water there, it doesn't run off the side. So it makes it a lot easier. Okay, and then all you've got to do is plant it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a hole in the compost, just like that, and circling like that means you're pushing the compost away. We're not compacting the compost. Then I get my plant and I pop it in. Okay, so I've potted plants, I don't know how many, thousands, hundreds of thousands of times. So I got the level that goes into absolutely right, but I'm going to do it wrong just so we can see what we're not looking for. Okay, we're not looking, can't even get to stand it, we're not looking for the plant to end up like this. Okay, what we're looking for, and it might be easier if I show you to the side, is for the plant to sit at that level. So this is the top of the plug plant, and we want that to be flush with the top of the compost. So I'll do it again. I'll just make the hole again, okay, and we just want it about there. Okay, I'm not talking millimetre perfect, but we want it at that level. Okay, and that's the planting done. It's as simple as that. We give it a nice water, and if you bought your plants online, or to be honest anywhere you've bought your starter or plug plants from, give it a good water. They may have been in the post for a period of time. Give it a good water, let the water come through the bottom of the pot, and get it nice and damp to begin with, and then obviously follow the watering regime depending on what plant you've got. So it's as simple as that, really. Bear in mind, we harden off a lot of our plants, but not every nursery will necessarily do that. So bear in mind that if you live in a cold area, and we're in the middle of February at the moment, you don't necessarily want to put your plants straight outside. Unless you know from that nursery, you can definitely do that. These mint plants, they really do benefit from being in a slightly sheltered position to begin with. We want them to get established. So give them a good water, and away you go. If you've got any specific questions about planting up starter plants or plug plants or mint plants, then get in contact. We're here to help. See you soon.